Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failure. In this video I'm going to describe the miscellaneous tab of the Google Sheet that's associated with this video series. This is the second video I'm making about the sheet, and it won't be the last, but here we're just looking at the miscellaneous tab to give you a sense of the kinds of resources you can find in this particular tab. So up here in pink you can see a collection of buildings, shops, and their associated hours, and some of these places are closed 1 day a week, like every Friday it's closed or something, and so real important as you're playing the game to understand when buildings open up in the morning, what time they close in the evening, and whether or not they're even open on a given day at all. If you follow my plan, you'll never end up going to a shop and then discovering that it's closed on that particular day, because my plan makes sure that you get to the blacksmith's always open, but you get to the carpenter only on days when they're open, and you go shopping in the general store only on days when they're open, and you buy some farm animals and hay only when the ranch is open. Okay, taking a look at this dark blue section right here, it says these are my bundles recommendations, the early bundles that we can complete. Here you go. It says here are the bundles you'll be able to complete in the early game in alphabetical order. And so I don't know that you'll necessarily be focusing on getting these particular bundles, but if you're after like just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 bundles in order to unlock other things in the game, these might be good bundles to start with. Okay, when you level up, you increase your skill level to skill level 5. You have an opportunity to choose between 1 of 2 professions, and then when you get to skill level 10, again, you have an opportunity to choose between 1 of 2 professions, and here are the 2 professions that I recommend you choose for each of the 5 skills. Of course, you're welcome to make different choices. Feel free to do some research on your own and decide what's important to you when you get 2 choices twice on each of the 5 skills. Okay, you don't necessarily need to know it, but here are the experience points, the number of experience points required in order to reach each of the particular farming levels. There are 10 farming levels altogether, but I stopped here at 6 because getting to skill level 6 in farming makes it so that you can craft the quality sprinklers, and that is one of my main goals with the theory that I've come up with for how to plant and when to plant and what to plant in my playthrough. So anyway, 3,300 XP is the magical number that I made sure that we will get over in a reasonable amount of time in this playthrough series. Here in bright green, the mine packing list. Anytime you go to the mine, you want to be equipped, and so here's a list of things that I think you should pack if you any day that you're going to the mine. Okay, here in blue is a schedule of the 28 days of spring and then the first day of summer. And in this schedule, I tell you when I think you should be heading to the carpenter in order to get buildings upgraded or buildings built, and then specifically which buildings I think you should work on. So on the very first day, we'll get the first house upgrade going. It will complete on day number 4, and that's when we'll ask the carpenter to build the coop, which will complete on day 7, and we'll ask the carpenter to build a stable, which actually I think would be ready on is ready on day number 9, but we can't order the next building because the carpenter's closed on day number 9. So we wait until day 10 to order our first of 3 silos, etc. And then the blacksmith takes 2 days to upgrade a tool, and so we are going to upgrade a tool every other day. You can see here every even day, the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, the 8th. Closed on the 13th. Not that it much matters to us because we're not doing anything with him on the 13th, but anyway, that's a festival day. And he's open every day except for the festival days. And so anyway, so this is my recommendation for when to do your buildings and when to do your tool upgrades. All of these things are in the daily plan tab, which I looked at in the previous video here, and I'll go through in the video series where I'm actually playing the game, and you'll see me on day number 4 order the coop and upgrade the pickaxe to copper. But if you're just looking for the order of these 2 things here, I just thought I'd put it all in one convenient place for you. This yellow section, real important, it says activities to kill time, and they're in alphabetical order. So in playing this game, if you want to be really productive, then you're going to be doing stuff in the game every day from 6 a.m. until you pass out at 2 a.m. the next morning. And it's not always clear what you should be doing once you've done like the main quote required tasks that I lay out for that day, like order the coop on the 4th and upgrade your pickaxe. And so if you're just looking for stuff to do to be productive, here's a list of things. You can check the calendar tab and make sure you give folks gifts on their birthday. You can keep working on clearing the whole farm if you haven't done it. If you have animals, then maybe go pick up all of the products that they've dropped. If you have fruit trees, you grab those. If you have the mushroom cave. So this is just all this stuff. We don't need to go through the whole list, but I just want to point out that here is a list of things to do when you're not sure exactly what to do. And then something else here, it says, I recommend making it an early game priority to do any 4 bundles and then pay for the bus to be fixed to unlock the desert. I won't read any more of this stuff, but anyway, this is another thing you can consider doing if you're in the early game and you don't know what to do, is maybe just work on bundles specifically so that you can unlock this new area in the game. Okay, and then finally down below is a collection of links which hopefully will be useful to you. So you can feel free to check any of them out. Just click on them here in the miscellaneous tab, or all of these links are also in the video description to each video in this series. So you can click on any of the links down below as well. So that is my explanation of the miscellaneous tab of this massive Google Sheet. Hopefully it was helpful, and thank you so much for watching. See you real soon.